Hi, keep it going for Nick. Yeah. Don't sell yourself short. Do I do that in hosting? You're always like, no, for the real comedy. He's fucking funny. Keep it going for him. All right, yes, I got to play Deborah, a drunk heckler, in Luke's film. It's really fun. But don't get any ideas, okay? If you guys want to do that yourselves, because I won't be able to handle it. I'll just wither away. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. I'm okay at comebacks, but it's gonna take me like 3 months is how that's gonna go, usually. I feel like I like to introduce my vibe because people like can't figure me out. So I'm an intellectual bimbo. What I'm about. Like, for example, I questioned the existence of God when I was 8 years old. During the Pledge of Allegiance, I would omit it. But then I recently found out that Texas and Mexico touch. I didn't know that. I don't know, anytime you look at a map of the United States, right, it cuts it off. I didn't know. I thought that was the ocean right there. I didn't know they touched emotionally, physically. Who knew? Also, who knew this is a pergola? Who is that? This guy. Look at him. He knows. He's like, pergola. I had to Google it. I thought I was going to call it a trellis earlier. I was like, whew, saved me. Embarrassing. My gosh. And I love it. And I love this woman in the back. You know how to party. You were making like your own cocktails back there. They're like, don't look. Do you have a charcuterie tray? It is a corner backyard comedy show. I love that. Thank you guys for being here. Yeah, thank you for being here, because I freaking love comedy. You guys too? I love it so much, though I will tell you, unfortunately, I'm neurotic, so I have struggled. It's like a daily fight I have with myself, whether I'm funny or not. It's painful. I started comedy in 2008 here in Sacramento. Then I moved to Chicago, and then Nashville, and then back to Sacramento. I call it the Triangle of Niceness. And actually, today is the 3-year anniversary of me moving back to Sacramento. Should have said today is the 3-year anniversary of me moving back home with my parents. It's okay, but now she's got her own place. Thank you guys. Yeah, it was fun. Yeah, during the pandemic, I left Nashville. I like to think you either leave Nashville, the star of a country song, or a country song. I left a country song, okay? Moved back home, lost my cat, didn't have a car, had to work for Blue Shield Insurance as a customer service rep during the pandemic. Ooh, I know. Though now I know some tips and tricks, okay? Just know that person on the other line is working for you, okay? This is the first word you need to know, is escalate, okay? I need to escalate this call, all right? That gets you right up to the top, okay? And then we were monitored on everything. We could never say anything rude about the callers. It was always, member is concerned. And so now I'm super grateful to be comedy, but I will say too, you can get up to $1,000. I would try to walk people in it. I'm like, you're meaning to tell me you misunderstood your benefits. Okay, we'll get you $1,000 written off. It is wild. One of my favorite calls, there was a woman who had twins, okay? They were named Anne and Annie, okay? Wild. It was the craziest. And I know for HIPAA, I need to change it. I'm not even that creative. I haven't even changed it. Those are the real names. Find them? I don't know. There's probably only one pair of twins named Anne and Annie. So it might have some legal repercussions in a little bit. But yeah, and so it was the craziest who's on first, what's on second about their claims. It was terrible. So I mean to say I'm very grateful to be doing comedy here. I love comedy too because I was such a goody two-shoes growing up. I literally went to summer school because I got a B+ in math. Yeah, in the summer school, people who are in summer school aren't there for fun. So I tried to act hard like everyone else, and I was like, yeah, math sucks. Do we get extra credit? So I'm glad that I've made some rebellious choices. I can tell you guys are wild because you're out here on a Friday night seeing comedy. I wish I was more rebellious though, okay? Because I had strict parents. I love them, but they just did what they thought they needed to protect me. But I'll say, if you have kids, just don't be so strict. Because what happens is, everyone has a rebellious period, but if you're strict, it just delays the onset for when that hits, okay? All right, so the first time I tried cocaine, the only time, I'm still scared of my mom. I was 30, okay? It's dangerous. I should have been doing that when I was 18, okay? It's dangerous because I stayed up till 8 a.m. and I missed a dermatology appointment. All right? I have a lot of moles I'm worried about. I call them my meat Skittles. Yeah. Do not taste that, Rainbow. That joke is always a groaner, and that one's just for me. I love that one unconditionally, okay? Yes. Yes. Yeah, but I have been rebellious. I do have tattoos. Does anyone else have the mark of the beast? Yes. Oh, yeah. I love my tattoos. The only thing you're not prepared for is how often you have to answer to strangers about what they mean. Oh my God, yeah, you're like, okay, let's have this conversation on this sidewalk. Give me my elbow back. Yeah. Like, it means I don't respect my body. Scram. But it's funny because it's like a woman who's like a person who is pregnant doesn't have to answer the barrage of questions, right? And like that choice is just as permanent and scares me more, right? I messed up that lead-in. It's usually like, oh, there's other life choices that are permanent and scare me more. Like being pregnant. You guys are getting the inside scoop of comedy. See, I led you wrong. I was like, oh, shoot, I missed a few sheep and I missed it. That's how it goes. I told you. I am a neurotic sweetheart. Okay. All right, you guys. I'm really good at remembering names, and I wish I wasn't. Like, he just got a big reaction. Are you good at remembering names?
No.
Terrible.
I don't even know your name.
Wait, what's your name?
Clayton.
Hey, Clayton. Really good at remembering names. Poor Clayton. Have you, like, just run into this all the time? Like, just feeling terrible?
Yep.
Meeting family and friends? Yeah. Do we have a witness on this?
Oh, no. Yeah, but I make up for it.
You make up for it? Okay, so you're the reminder with the cards. Like, hey, put in it. Yeah. Oh, my gosh. Poor Clayton. Poor Clayton. So I'm really good at remembering names, but I wish I wasn't because I always feel so creepy, right? But I always think it's funny with that. You always have that line, right? I'm not really good at names, but I'm great at faces. That's terrible. What does that mean? What does that mean? You're like, I'm great at faces. If I look at an object, I'll tell you if it's a face or not. That's a tree, that's a telephone, that's a face. So I'm good at faces. Yeah. Eyes are the windows to the soul, eyebrows, windowsills. I'm good at faces. I feel like it's just like a nice way of saying, oh, I didn't think you were worth remembering. I feel like maybe I'm good at faces because I played a lot of Guess Who growing up. Did anyone else play that? Anyone else in after-school daycare with Linda? I feel like that game was like life because if you picked a woman at first, you were like, ah, dang it, I lose. Yeah, I'm Bernadette. I have a beret. Let's go again. I'm going to be Edward next time. I'm going to sandwich a joke gross in here. You guys okay with that? I'm only subject to do this because Seinfeld has taken everything else. He's done raisins, leather jackets, airplane food. So this is a joke about tampons. I don't think Seinfeld's done this one. I'm like terrible at remembering when my period is. So I'm always that person at work that's like, psst, hey, do you have a tampon? Never mind, don't worry about it. I'm just gonna go to the bathroom and get toilet paper and just wrap it around my underwear. And then 2 hours later, someone's like, hey, what's that at the bottom of your foot? I'm specifically picking you, sir, so you have to sit with And you're like, oh my God, I stepped on a mouse that was having its period. Take that, Seinfeld. All right. Okay, and here's one I'm working on. Okay, you guys. What is with Smokey the Bear? Dude, there's something going on with Smokey the Bear. Okay, did you guys also go to like your elementary school auditorium and get lectured about stopping forest fires? Like, that is a lot of responsibility. He's always like, only you can prevent forest fires. You're like, you're there in the mountains goes first. Are you helping? I'm 8. Only you. Also, his name is Smokey. I think he's starting the fires. Though I will say, though, I am subject to kind of getting hot and bothered of those billboards. You guys ever see him? He's got his shirt off.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are a hunk of fine, Smokey the Bear. Anyways, I'll leave you with that. I'm Britt. Thank you.